I watched your video that I think you filmed at Wayra, where you talked about how I think you were working with the London Met surveillance team. You were trying to transfer some military-grade surveillance onto the Homeland Security guys, and you looked at their password security system, and you found it very complicated and yet very simple. Can you hit us up with that story?
Yeah, sure. I've got a very long background in military communications and surveillance systems, and I'd managed to get a gig with a company called Thales to move their handheld thermal imaging technology out of the special forces and things like that, and in the intelligence community. And they wanted to move into the Homeland Security market, mainly as a result of 9/11 and 7/7 and all those kind of things. So I was given a blank sheet of paper for a year and told to go out and meet lots of different people, which I did. I met an awful lot of Mr. Smiths that year, and it culminated in a big country house demonstration of lots and lots of technology that you don't normally see in Lincolnshire, of the craziest guy who is like Q off James Bond. But for a very short period of that time, I was doing some work with one of the surveillance teams, and I was horrified to realise that they do pick up their laptops with very sensitive data on it, as you can imagine, to go out into the back of the white vans and go and follow people.
They really are in white vans?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just double checked.
Plumbing vans?
They could have fish and chip on the side, whatever, but they're real. And so essentially, they have a big problem of security because of the sensitivity of the data. But the other thing is that because of that, they have 3 levels of security to go through. Each level is a randomly generated password that is 15 characters long, that changes every month. So essentially, bless them, they do what you and I would do because we can't remember all of those things. They write them down. So there is no security. And it was literally it was a throwaway comment that got me into the situation that I'm in today. And I said, why don't you use pictures? Because in a high-intensity environment, we remember pictures better than anything else. We kind of all looked at each other and went, haven't done that, haven't seen that. And I thought, no, I haven't either. So from that, I spent 3 months in the London British Library in the intellectual property department. I've subsequently raised my own patent, and which is going through. It hasn't been granted quite yet, and spent £50,000 of my own money on patent lawyers. I won't call it MVPs, but on de-risking the technology and doing prototypes.
Okay, because it's important for you to own this technology.
You need at least 10 investments, right? Because otherwise the risks involved is just not sustainable. So firstly, before that, you have to have this money has to be losable, right? It can't be money, it can't be money that your quality of life depends on. Right, because then your emotions are going to be totally skewed in terms of your involvement with these companies.
Trader from the city. Exactly what a city trader is.